So usually depending on how we set this up, what we'll do is one guy's over here, and then your ruck is up here, and because I sleep on my ruck for a pillow. Then the other guy's the same thing. His ruck's up where the camera's at, and then you've got all this space in the middle for your kit. So in my case, like I have contacts, and so like always right off the center of the pole, and blind in the middle of the night or in the morning, I can feel the pole reach down and I can find my contact solution in my contacts. Then I have my stove for my coffee in the morning, and like my pills, I take multivitamins, all that stuff's laid out from left to right here. And then usually, depending like with my bow on how much room I've got right before bed, I'll just lay my bow down right beside me, here, and I've got plenty of room. You also have enough room to put the bow between our two heads. So
dude, this is spacious. Lay down a little bit right there. I want to see. You still have plenty of room up top too.
Yeah, if I go to the top,
you got plenty of room down there too. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So this thing right here weighs how much?
3 pounds, 10 ounces with the pole, the cords, the stakes, and everything.
3 pounds, 10 ounces. And then you throw a stove in there?
The stove's 1 pound, 12 ounces with all the...
And that's your stovepipe?
That's where the stovepipe goes.
It just sits maybe right here?
Yeah, well, we do it. It depends on how you want to do it. If you're always sleeping and I'm always filling it, I'll actually leave it and I tee it off to me.
I see.
And then all the wood is up here. And then that way I just, all night long when I wake up, I'll stuff it. But if it's a mutually beneficial relationship of no sleep or sleeping a lot,
yeah,
we'll tee it off to where we can both reach it.
That's like a clothesline up there?
Yeah, so we dry our socks and gloves and crap on. This one,
dude, 4.5 pounds with a stove.
This is one of the first prototypes.
Because it's not. If I stand up in here, dude, I can like stand up and put my pants on and clothes on.
We do those camp chairs, the Helionox or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, if you had a little chair in here.
Well, one guy sits over there and one guy sits here. It's pretty nice. Because all we do is just wedge our sleeping bags over, and one guy takes that corner and one guy takes this one. This is what we took on, like on Colton's bear hunt. We took it a bunch shed hunting, testing it out in the wind.
So that was my next question: is how stable is this shelter?
Average, not great. So, with like the sawtooth is built for crazy winds. This is built for average wind. Once you get like above tree line, and this isn't the one you want to take, but for what we're doing, in the trees, lightweight, it's about perfect.
Early season.
Yeah.
So if you brought in if you were using the sawtooth,
yeah.
How much does it weigh?
It's almost 2 pounds heavier by the time it's all said and done. So a little under 2 pounds heavier. But the sawtooth is a monster too. It's big, but we have a liner for the sawtooth. We don't have one for this one. We really made this just to be an ultralight 2-man shelter or 1-man shelter because so many people have asked us for it. And the price point wasn't horrible either. I mean, it's not Go Light cheap, but I think it was $600 for everything about, and the sawtooth's close to $9. This material is insanely expensive, but it's amazing with this one. This was a prototype that we put through the wind tests.
Yeah.
But it hasn't blown apart yet, because this is the one I left up for a week and a half, because I had to go back to work, so I just left it up and it never blew down.
So it went up pretty easy. So is this easier to set up than the sawtooth?
Yeah.
I mean, looks like you just stick down the corners and then you went pop, pop.
Yep, that's pretty. If I wouldn't have hit the rocks, I can usually get it set up in a good spot in like 2 minutes.
That's cool.
That was the other thing we needed, was one like if it was pissing down rain, where we can just stop, 4 stakes, pop the pole up, and at least just sit out of the rain, without reinventing the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get our beds laid out.
Cool.